Maxwell Cates. Maxwell Cates, congratulations on your new book.
Thank you very much, Ron.
Your first book?
It's my first, indeed.
What was that like?
It was overwhelming and exhilarating. It was like Steve Rogers coming in the ninth inning to face Rick Monday when he wasn't expecting it, and being able to read the catcher's signal properly, and all on it went from there.
Now, this is a collaborative effort. So you are the editor and you wrote for the book?
Bill Nellen and I were the co-editors, and I wrote a few articles for it. That's correct.
Is there anything in this convention that Bill Nellen has not had a hand in?
There's 2 books over there.
2 books over there, Dixie Tarantula, because those were Dixie's calendars, his play ball calendars from the 80s, which was the first time I ever heard of SABR was because of Dixie.
So this is a
I'm
SABR.
responsible for this?
You and my dad. It's $20.
So this is a SABR publication,
It's a SABR publication indeed.
which means it's a collaborative effort from people who submitted articles.
That's right.
So how long did it take to put something like this together?
Nose to tail, Bill told me I was doing this in April of 2017, and the first copy ran off the press in November of 2018.
Now this seems to be one of the larger books that SABR has published, but what I should be asking is, since this does come from different people with different styles of writing, how difficult is that to work on?
Well, we had 14 sections for each expansion team. We had a formation essay and three different player biographies per team. Well, it was very difficult. I mean, there were different people with different levels of writing, different academic backgrounds. There's one essay I must have spent about 16 hours on a rainy day editing. It had so many stylistic mistakes and so forth. I'm not going to say whose it was,
No.
but that was one of the big challenges. But it all comes out in the wash. I mean, it's all part of the experience. Bill was very good at teaching me what to do, and it's a lot of work. You get a lot of emails from Bill, but he believes in you and he wants you to succeed. I hope everybody in SABR has a chance to work on a baseball project with Bill Nellen.
Wow.
Now, you are from Toronto. Did that influence... Did you write the chapter on Toronto?
I did write the chapter on Toronto.
Okay, so I won't say... so you come with that expertise. What about your expertise when it comes to other teams?
Well, it's I could have written the expos. We had 3.
Thank you.
We had 3 different authors quit for doing the expos page. I would have done it, but it was in the middle of tax season that they needed it. So we ended up. It was actually we had the luck of the Irish on our side. It was on St. Patrick's Day that an Irishman from the Renfrew, Ontario Gallaghers, Danny Joseph Gallagher, stepped forward and
Danny Gallagher.
and wrote the Expos chapter. Danny has written about a half dozen books on the Expos, and it's a great resource and a great knowledge of Expos history.
Well, just saying hello again. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And well, the genesis of this book was actually when Greg Lucas, who was the announcer for the Astros, said to me, "You should write a book about the 2 cities, Houston and Toronto." I'm thinking, does he want me to do a biography of Pat Gillick, who was involved with both teams? And I'm thinking, it sounds like a far-fetched idea, but there is some truth to it. I mean, there's a lot of Blue Jays history of players who came from the Astros and players who were from Texas. And so then I thought about this essay, the one that I presented today about the expansion teams, and then Bill said, sounds like the makings of a lead essay for a book. And so Bill basically said, it wasn't, do you want to do this book? He says, you're doing this book.
Now, having done this book, how likely are you to do another one?
Very likely. It's if you remember the grassroots song, it's just a question of when. It may not be for a while, but I hope to do my own commercially published book at some stage. On what subject, I have no idea, but it was a great experience, and I hope to do it again someday.
Okay, Maxwell, thank you very much. And
You're very welcome.
congratulations.